Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. Of course, we are enjoying this beautiful day here at McDade Park in Lackawanna County. And we've been sort of highlighting parks for the last couple of weeks. And I've got to tell you, we found a hidden gem. It's in Union County. It's the Raymond B. Winter, also known as R.B. Winter State Park. Rebecca Harner is the environmental education specialist, and she said, come out and enjoy our park.
We are positioned right on the edge of Union County. So we are right smack dab in Bald Eagle State Forest. So our park is about 690 acres that we have here at the park. Most of it is forested. However, we do have a nice campground. We have beach here, several miles of hiking trails. So there's different outdoor recreation opportunities for our guests.
So this lake behind me is gorgeous, right? Fishing?
Yes. This is a very popular spot for fishing, especially when Fish and Boat stocks our lake with a couple of species of trout. We typically get a lot of anglers visiting the park here. We do get people paddling throughout the year, especially in the summertime, so it's not uncommon to see some people on kayaks or paddle boards enjoying the lake. Occasionally, it's a great spot for wildlife as well. We get a lot of different species of birds. Currently, right now, if you visit our park, you might see a great blue heron who's been hanging out here for the past couple of weeks. So it's a great spot to kind of sit and relax and just enjoy nature.
So you must love your job.
I do love my job. It's fantastic. I mean, I feel like who wouldn't? You get to be outside every single day. I get to work with kids. I mean, really people of all ages and talk about things that I'm passionate about. And
that's awesome. There's your great blue heron.
So this guy, I'm pretty sure he's not fully grown because he still doesn't have the same color pattern, I think, as an adult.
And the black crown, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So when he first started coming around, he was like half the size of this. Sometimes we get a second one in the evening as well. So I develop and run all of the educational programming here at the park. So I work with a lot of public schools in the nearby area offering opportunities for field trips. So we will get almost 1,000 kids come here in a season just coming for field trips. We'll run all different types of activities, outdoor recreational programs for them. And then throughout the summer and in the fall, I might do programs for local summer camps, Girl Scouts, homeschooling groups, and also offering free public programming. Yeah, so this is our little bubbler. So we actually have underground springs here, and there's underground springs underneath the lake. So it's just areas where underneath the bedrock there's a lot of pressure, and so the water's pushing up underneath that rock and it's causing that bubbling.
That's cool.
So this, I mean, it's pretty much the same temperature as the lake. It's here all year round. Kids play in all the time. They're constantly moving fish and tadpoles in there, and then they make their way back to the lake. But it's a neat like geological feature that we have here at the park.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On top of the underground springs, we also have Rapid Run and Halfway Run that comes on the east side of this. So that helps fill in the lake, and then it meets there at the dam.
Okay.
So before you guys head out, it's a good spot to get some footage of the dam there. All right, that dam was the first dam built by the CCC.
Oh, is that right?
By hand in the United States. Yep.
Rebecca, this is a really cool building. Tell me about it.
So this is one of our pavilions that we have here at the park. So this structure was built by Civilian Conservation Corps, or the CCC, back in the 1930s. So all of this stone here is sandstone that was quarried from local mountain ranges. They built this by hand. Now, of course, with a lot of our structures here, we've had to do maintenance throughout the years just to maintain it, but we try to keep it and preserve it in the same condition that they built it in to preserve that history. So that way we can kind of reflect and honor on all those individuals and the hard work that they did to build our park.
You have to ask yourself, if modern day buildings lasted this long, it would be pretty cool.
It would be very impressive, right? Absolutely.
But they knew what they were doing. They used rocks from around here. This is just a cool building.
It's fantastic use. A lot of people will reserve it for birthday parties. We've had wedding receptions here. It's a great little spot. I use a lot for field trips. And if it's a chilly day, nice spot to build a little fire and hang out here.
Hang out. Yeah. Great. So knocking on our door is fall and fall foliage. This must be a beautiful place, not that it is now, but it must be a beautiful place in the fall.
Yes, and like most of our state parks here in Pennsylvania, we get really, really great visions and views of our foliage when it hits peak here in Pennsylvania. Typically here in the middle of the park, we have a lot of conifers, so a lot of hemlocks and pines, so you don't see too much of the color down here. However, if you hike up our overlook or if you drive up to our overlook, you get a nice view of the nearby mountains and you get plenty of color here from our maples and oaks that are also in the park.
You have hiking trails.
We do have several hiking trails here, absolutely. A lot of them are pretty short, so if you are a beginner hiker, you don't like to go for a super long hike and you don't want too much elevation, normally only takes about an hour for most of our trails. However, since we are in Bald Eagle State Forest, you can actually jump on some of our trails here and go on for a much longer hike for several miles through the state forest and then loop back around to us.
So this is where you hang out most of the time. What is this building?
This is our Halfway Run Environmental Learning Center. So this is typically open when we do programs. We also have it open to the public for limited hours on the weekends in the summertime. But this is a great spot for kiddos and families and really anybody to hang out and learn a little bit about the local and native flora and fauna here at RB Winter.
Look at the songbirds you have, the game birds.
Yeah.
All donated to the state, or?
So a lot of this was actually obtained by donations from people. Sometimes, unfortunately, if they hit a critter on a road or if they found something, it was brought to the park.
Right.
But honestly, in our past, educators have been collecting them from museums, libraries that shut down. A lot of this was donated into us. And not even just the critters that we have in here, but a lot of our materials and our books were donated or purchased through the state, through special funding and grants.
Wow.
But it's fantastic because it allows us to have programs here. I mean, we always kind of switch out with different exhibits, so every time someone comes, they can learn hopefully something new that they didn't see before.
Yeah, I could see, I mean, I'm awed by it, and I'm around this stuff. I could see a kid coming and going, oh my goodness, look at this, look at this. Talk to me about the pelts that are here.
Yeah, so we have some various different elk pelts here. So unfortunately, we don't have elk here at the RB Winter State Park. I just recently did a program on white-tailed deer.
Okay.
So I had these out talking about the differences between the deer and the elk. We also I did have a program on identifying our native mammals. So there's several pelt tracks and scat models here. So kiddos really like to come in here, pet everything, hold it up, see how tall they are compared to the coyote.
So if somebody wants more information on this park, maybe some of the programs that are coming up, what's the best way to get that?
So they can actually follow us on the DCNR calendar of events page. This is perfect not just for our park, but you can access all of the educational programming for all 124 state parks here in Pennsylvania. And then you can also follow us on our Facebook page. We always post flyers and our monthly schedule on our Facebook as well.
And what is your Facebook page?
Our Raymond B. Winter State Park at Facebook.
Thank you, Rebecca. What a tour you gave us. And of course, get involved with the state park system. There's so many to choose from. You could go to their website. There it is on your screen. We are going to take a short break and we'll be right back.